Later today, a new book, The Mysteries of the Golden Stool. It's a fiction, adventure, fantasy novel. And a sincere young man is the author of that book, and he's here with me just hours before the launch of that book. Mr. Youngman, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So I see this is the book?
Yes.
Okay, so there it is, The Mysteries of the Golden Stool. Yes. What are the mysteries that we need to know?
A lot of people know the golden stool is there or it's not there. Whether it is there or not, we try to find a way of getting people to fantasize about it.
Okay. So is it there? It's there, I believe, isn't it?
Well, that's why we try to find out.
So that's what the book tries to find out?
Yes.
Okay. So give us a highlight of what are the hooks in the book that leads us to finding that mystery?
It's a fiction.
Okay.
It's really never happened. But we know the golden stool is there, is something that Ashanti people revere so much. And we try to couch a story that everybody will love, something like what you will see Indiana Jones type of adventure stories. Okay. Yes, around it, that somebody tries to come to steal it.
Oh, wow.
And he started a journey from the United States where a Ghanaian lecturer in anthropology had gone there to do an exhibition on the golden stool. So he kidnaps him and decides to bring him to Ghana so that he can lead him to where the golden stool is.
Where the golden stool is. So that's the story. Yeah. But then I see you've got lots of pictures here, and you've captioned, before we even go into the pictures, it's captioned the golden stool.
Yes.
Do you provide real, even though it's fiction,
yes,
are there parts of the book where you provide real stories of the golden stool? For example, the Ashanti golden stool.
Yes. Every story everybody tells has some relation to life.
Okay.
And definitely whatever we have here, a lot of the elements are real.
Okay.
Because the tribe that we're using, or the clan or the society that we're using, the Ashanti society, it exists. And we are just weaving stories around the Ashanti culture, the chieftaincy, the supremacy of the Otumfuo, and the reverence of the golden stool that the Ashantis have for it. It's around it, and the celebration of the golden stool. In fact, one chapter, the last chapter, is dedicated to the celebration of the golden stool, which is the Ekweside, which the Ashantis observe every 6 weeks.
Okay, so you provide some information on the Ekweside festival.
Definitely. Okay. It's a whole narration of how Ekweside is celebrated to maybe an uninitiated mind who just goes to Kumasi and see that the things are going on. So that if you read it,
you have a better understanding
about how it is.
Okay. Sounds like fun. Well, Mr. Young here, by the way, is he worked as a video and photo archivist.
Yes.
Archivist for His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor from 2001 to 2009, and he was also a news correspondent and liaison for almost all the media houses of Ghana accredited to the presidency. So I see that a lot of the pictures you have here are pictures from former President Kufuor's time.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that and how it fits into this story?
Okay. Some of the pictures are at the time that the golden stool is being celebrated.
Okay.
Normally, the grandest one, which usually Otumfuo would do a big Deba at the sports stadium, and then he invites almost everybody he can get around the world. And I remember there was one that the chairman of, or the president of World Bank attended. The king of Buganda also, Swazi king also attended.
Okay.
So you can have people like that coming in. And when they are coming, you see that they have to do a big Deba.
Okay.
And some of the pictures that you have in here are that. The book is also dedicated to the king himself and the
Otumfuo says.
Yes, and the 15 past kings of the Ashanti. And because Kufuor, I worked with him and he's my mentor, I dedicated the book to him as well.
Okay, so you dedicated the book to two big people, two strong men of our time. Former President Kufuor.
It was through him that I got access to much of the information that I'm using
that you used to write
the book.
Okay. So this book is being launched today. It's been launched at the Accra Tourist Information Center. Where is that?
It is just opposite Afrikiko.
Okay.
the traffic light just before you get to the Jubilee House. It's on your right, just directly opposite Afrikiko.
Okay.
And so everybody is invited to
everybody is invited.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't need an invitation to come.
You don't, it's open.
Yes.
Everybody has to come. So this is basically a mixture of fiction and reality. It's a fiction and reality of the Ashanti Kingdom, and it's all about the golden stew. So he tells you, of course, he adds a little bit of reality so you can understand the Akwasidai, for example, festival and how it's celebrated and the things that goes on and all of that. So you're going to be launching it today. After you launch it, how can people get a copy?
I haven't actually got a depot for it, but definitely it will be available online.
Okay.
In fact, it's online on Amazon Bookshop.
Okay.
And there are a lot of bookshops that I will send them to. Legon Bookshop,
okay.
A lot of the filling station shops too, like Goyle filling station at 37 will have some to sell.
Okay.
And a few bookshops that I will.
And a few bookshops.
Yes.
Okay. So try and make it to the launch this evening, and later on look out for it. In a bookshop near you. He says you can find it online. Just Google it. The Golden Stew. Mysteries of the Golden Stew. It's a mixture of fiction and reality. The story of the Ashanti Kingdom, I believe. And Nsia Youngman is the author. Is there anything you want to share with our audience that we haven't asked you about?
Yes. You see, the book originally started as a script for a movie.
Okay.
And it got to a time that I felt I'd rather let people see what I'm writing before I get to the movie.
Before you get to them. Yeah. So there's a possibility that this is going to be...
We're going to do that afterwards.
Okay.
The book is just perhaps the prelude to the movie.
Okay.
And we are looking at a standard of movie that is not like usually we used to have witches and ghosts and yeah, but now we want people to get serious with movie making.
Okay.
A lot of our television stations and media is inundated with cultures from outside the country that we know, but it's high time we start also telling people our culture. Those who are watching those Indian soap operas or novellas, they are doing their culture. What are we also doing for our culture? So we want something like that to start off so that much of it shouldn't be only Ashanti. Okay. We can go to the Volta region for the Ebers, the Fantis, the Northerners. As many of the clans and tribes that we have, we should be able to couch 9 stories that will depict the culture of the people and show it to the world. Okay. I know a lot of African Americans who come to Ghana because of the history and the story that we have.
Yeah.
And therefore, we must tell them the story our way, not them coming to tell our story for us.
Our story. That's a very good way of putting it. And that's certainly a way of preserving your culture. You tell your story yourself, not let other people tell it. Mr. Nsia Youngman, thank you so much for coming. And I wish you all the best for the launch this evening.
Will I see you there?
I am not sure because I'll be working, but I'm sure that our audience will be there. Those, especially if you're a book lover, and you want to promote Ghanaian culture, certainly you should go look out for this book and get it. You can get it online as well. Mr. Nsia Youngman is the former photographer and a archivist for former President John Agyekum Kufuor. There.